Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Cup of Joy. Bring your cup and fill it up with joy. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning.
My beautiful co-host this Monday morning. So I manifested a co-host. So good to have you with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, well, I'm going to play a song so we can get people to find the show, and let's share it out while this plays.
Okay.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it so come on, let's play.
Come on, everybody, get in here.
Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. No, come on, let's play.
Well, that woke a few people up. Let's do another one. I love the message in this song.
This is a harder day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rise. Today and not tomorrow, there's no
Right. I love those words, and that's what we're going to talk about today when we talk about manifesting today and not tomorrow. No procrastinating. I love that message. Don't you, Stacy?
I love it.
Let's welcome everybody. Good afternoon to you, Pat Moss and Robert Dosa. Tammy Fitness. They heard your voice. I may have to put my headset in. I have guard dogs.
Richard, Suzanne, good morning, everybody.
I put my headset in because they have a tendency, if they hear a voice, they're going to go looking for it and barking at it. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm at Charlie's house, and that was Sunny that you just heard with her very loud voice telling me that somebody was here. And I'm like, yeah, I know. She's right here in front of me.
Danger.
Oh, so welcome, everybody. Muncie, happy Monday to you. Suzanne is saying hi to both of us.
Good morning.
Jennifer, Deirdre, thank you for sharing. Rick, oh, it's so good to see you on here. And hello, Josie, I know you're there. And Jules Cham says, hi, I am new. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Erica, hi, Erica. Somebody wants to say hello to Erica. There's the Coco girl. Coco, say hello. She's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to meditate here. All right. Well, let's get going with our heart-brain coherence. And we had Kathy come in. Good morning. All right. People are wandering in. We start each morning with the heart-brain coherence. It's in 3 steps. The first one is to touch your heart center because that brings your focus right there. And then we slow down the breathing, slowing it down to a count of 5 and back out just as slowly. And then we add in the love, compassion, care. Just hold a thought in your mind of something very dear to you, something that makes you smile, that makes your heart just really be in that good place of love. And then we're going to share out what we're say after the words, I am. So let's take a moment just to get into that good feeling and see what comes from your heart. And I want everybody that joined in with us today to type in your I am story into the comments. I am so happy to have Stacy as a co-host today.
I am so happy to be here.
I am enough.
I am healthy.
I am worthy.
I am wise.
I am filled with joy and excitement for what this day will bring.
I am wealthy of love.
I am abundant.
I am amazing.
I am peace.
I am joy.
See what everyone online is stating today for their I ams. Oh my gosh, we have our Jean Lorio, Auntie Jean. Thank you for being here. And Deirdre says, I am allowing myself and my cells to receive. So important, Deirdre. If we can't receive in, then we get depleted with what we're giving out. So that's a very important message. And thank you for sharing your I am this morning. And good morning, Isabel. Stacy, are you seeing the comments this morning?
I was going to say, Kathy says, I am supportive, I am enough, and I am grateful.
I love that. Yes, yes. And Jennifer says, I am grateful.
And Jules says, I am grateful for life.
Awesome. Jean Lorio, I am peace and perfect and so grateful.
Suzanne, I am blessed and strong, and I am grateful for every experience in my life.
Beautiful. Eric Hoppy says, I am peace. And we are all the P's for peace. That's what our mission is. That's what our movement is. That we're in it to win it. And we are expecting peace when we go out into our world, and peace in our hearts is where it begins.
Absolutely.
We have some more. Yay. Pat Moss's granddaughter, Olivia, says, I am supported and loved.
That's a great one. And Leo, good morning. It says, I am a drop of sunshine on earth. Oh, I love
Thank you for being here, Leo. Mansi says, I am grateful and thankful.
Grace Isis says, I am filled with wonder for the morning twitch, big stretch, yawn, and day to express an attitude of gratitude with love. I am peace.
I just love that. Let's check in and see how everybody's doing. So, how are you? How is everybody out there? And Stacy, how are you doing this morning?
I am doing good. Great. Wonderful.
Good. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's all
I love the shirt. Choose love.
Yep, and I got this mug just for everybody this morning.
Oh, love ya. Well, we certainly love you. And I see such words of gratitude that you're here. And we have Hope, who says, top of the morning, Mama P, Stacy, and fellow P's. Looking forward to another amazing Manifesting Monday. Yes, indeed. And Isabel has an I am. Can you read that one?
I am not seeing them all.
Oh, okay. Isabel says, I am awakening to myself.
Oh, I
love that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing everybody, but I'll try my best.
Okay.
Go back.
Pat Moss, her grandson, Tom, says, I am happy and roaring like a lion in the jungle. Her grandkids loved when we did Lionsgate and we all roared. And I love that too. It's such a beautiful energy to get into. I'm still feeling that Lionsgate energy. It really did open a portal. And what that means for anybody who does not understand fully what a portal is, it's a stream of energy that comes to us from a certain place or direction. And this one just happened to come through the Lion's Gate. Every year on 8/8, it opens up as a portal of light, energy of being able to feel your magnificence and manifesting.
It was powerful. Leading up to it, I was kind of like drained and feeling heavy. And then after that, I just been alert and alive and raring to go. Oh, thank you, Deirdre.
Oh, that was sweet. And Jean Lorio says, I am feeling bouncy with happiness and joy. Well, that's a great thing to be feeling, especially when we're trying to manifest, because the higher our vibration, the faster that manifestation comes to be. And I want to tell you all just how powerful it is. I stayed in high vibration all day yesterday. I was just feeling this energy of love throughout the day and doing a lot of self-love, self-care. Our friend Karen Palmer had taken a day of silence. I was feeling into her energy of how that felt because I've done it and I know how powerful it is. Well, yesterday morning, Ruth and I did the silent meditation and we talked about setting intentions just as we had done on the morning show. And on that meditation, I stated that it was my intention to manifest a new client for this week. I opened up my emails this morning. I have a new client for this week. I was like, wow, that happened really fast. And it didn't come from someone that would have heard that me state that online. It was a client that I had done a reading for, done a session for, and she had recommended me to someone and who is not on Facebook. And there was my new client. So it happens like that, just as quickly as you put it out there and you keep your vibration high and you let it go. That's an important part of the manifestation. We're going to talk about that today, about how to let go of that expectation.
I think that's it's the toughest part is letting go of the expectation. Because once you do that, manifesting to me is just that easy.
Yeah, it just flows. That's the whole thing, is to get into the flow of it. And that letting go part is so essential. It's like when we are trying to control the boat that we're in and we're using the oars, right? And those oars are going to turn that boat in a certain direction. So we are in control of where we're going. If you're wanting to manifest something, you put the energy out there, you put the boat in the water, and you say, okay, I'm going to experience what is going to be brought to me. If you're rowing and you're in control, you're going to experience whatever you take yourself to. But if you just put the oars down and put the boat in the water and then just let it flow, miraculous things might happen. You never know what's going to show up for you. And it's the same way with manifesting. Just let it show up because you're in the flow. We have Hope. Hope says, funny thing, I am attracting lifts to the hospital that I do not need. Thank you for that laugh. Laughter raises the vibration. So the more we laugh, the more we are going to be in that beautiful flow energy. So thank you, Hope, for that.
Oh, Rosalind says good morning.
Good morning, Roz. And Kathy Hand says, doing my best to encourage Bob. Really wish I could sleep in on this rainy day, but I am on my way to work. But our area and the farms needed this rain. There you go. Yeah, the manifestation of rain, sometimes we may not like it. I don't like driving in the rain. I don't know about you, Stacy, but I just get a little anxious when I have to drive through the rainstorms, and especially if they're a heavy rain and you can't see the road very much.
Florida drivers, they just get even better when it rains.
Oh my gosh, I know. They don't know what to do.
It's like,
Yeah. Well, I haven't experienced it here in New York yet, but I have a feeling that's a yet.
Yeah.
You see Marietta's comments?
Yep. Says, when I do the heart-brain connection, I put my hand on my heart and smile. Smiling really helps me feel the love and joy, and smiling and discover what shows up for you. Oh, add smiling and discover what shows up for you.
Yes. When you're doing that, when you're looking in a mirror, just smile and see the effect that it has on you. It really is beautiful. All right, I pulled a Kuan Yin card. Let's see what Kuan Yin has to say on this Manifesting Monday. The radiant moon of compassion. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment and shift into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that would otherwise dim your bright spirit. I think this is the perfect card for today. How about you, Stacey?
I do. I think it's beautiful. She always knows.
Yeah. Always. So if we are in a state of seeing lack in our lives, that's that lower vibrational state. That's what that means. It's not uplifting. It only creates an energy of not having. And that doesn't feel so good. If I'm wanting something and I don't have it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like I'm missing something. And so it's that low vibration state of lack and sometimes worry and anxiety if we're feeling lack, right? Yeah. We don't have what we need to get what we do desire. So staying out of that and releasing judgment, criticism, lack mentality, that's going to raise our vibration when we start focusing on what we do want. Good morning, Luz. Thank you for being with us. So yesterday, as we do every Sunday, we set intentions. Anybody out there set an intention for this week? Just type in yes in the comments if you did. Stacey, did you set an intention for this week?
My intention for this week is to stay in positive energy, not to worry, and just remember things are unfolding the way they are going to unfold. That's my
Absolutely. That's a beautiful intention. I used to lead a Power of 8 group. And if you've never heard of the Power of 8, it has to do with the law of attraction, where 8 is kind of like that magic number of people gathered together with like minds that are going to set intentions and lift each other up in those intentions. So we have more than 8. We have 20 on right now. And so, yeah, let's feel into how powerful that is to have that many people setting intentions. And I see a yes from Jennifer, a yes from Andrea, and a yes from Deirdre. And Deirdre says, yes, I've got a new course to go over and homework to finish. Me too, Deirdre. I have homework that I've been working on diligently and absolutely loving the course that I'm doing. And Stacey, I know that you are taking a course as well. So how are you doing with that, with setting your intention?
I'm starting this week to do better at it. You know, like sometimes it feels like when you start something, the universe starts throwing things at you to distract you, not in a bad way, not for a bad reason, but just to shake things up and get you focused. So this week, I think all the dust is settling, and I'm going to put my attention right to studying every day.
Yes, it's getting easier for me because the content is so beautiful. And I'm learning so much, even though when I was in college, my degree is in psychology, and I focused on grief, the death and dying process, and the ones that are left behind that go through that grief process. I learned that many years ago, but this is like it's fresh again. It's helping in a way that is so beautiful and so rewarding to be there for somebody. So the course on becoming a death doula is what we're talking about, and it's just a beautiful way to help in the world and to be there and show up and know words to say or when not to say anything. That's important too. But just being present for someone. Okay, I see more yeses. People have set their intention. Lou says, my intention is to come into work after asking for protection, is just to go with the flow. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Oh, Jean, thank you. She says I look so wonderful today. Oh, thank you.
You do.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you do look wonderful and glowing.
It's the coffee.
Right. Gotta have the coffee. Jules says, I understand that completely. Yeah, beautiful. Deirdre says, yes, Stacy, things do come at you when you least expect them.
Absolutely. Now, I guess that's how you learn to handle things, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. And Kathy says, I am with what Stacy said. I intend to stay supportive, strong, and positive so that my husband will pick up in those vibes. I wish Colin would be more responsive and be more involved with helping his dad in this new opportunity. You got to put it out there, just like we said, put the boat in the water and then drop the oars.
Yes.
Let it flow, let it go.
Oh man, yes. I have 4 children and they are blessings and grandchildren. But then you have to learn to just let go. And that's such a hard thing when it's your children.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it certainly is. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Catherine. Oh, so good to see the family popping in here like that. All right, so we've been talking about manifesting as we do every Monday. And today we're talking about letting go, releasing the reins. You know, many times in my own life, I have wanted something so bad. I had put that rocket of desire out there. I said, okay, universe, I want this. And then I would sit with it. I didn't let it go. I would just keep sitting with it and keep looking at it. And then I'd put it out there again because I thought, okay, maybe the universe didn't hear me the first time. So I would make the statement again. And for a while, it was like every month when I would write out intentions, it would be on my intention list every time. And it finally hit me what I was doing. It's like, oh, you didn't let go of it. You said you did. You said the words, universe, here it is, take it from me. But then you just kept on with that energy of lack. I don't see it. It's not there. Where is it? You know, that trying to control it, trying to say it's going to happen now or put a time frame on it. But when you let go, you don't do any of that. You don't keep holding it. You don't keep revisiting it. You just let it go and let it go, let it flow. That's our mantra for this week, guys. Let it go, let it flow. And then watch the miracle. Watch what happens as it comes to you. And just seeing if there was any response to any of that. Stacey, what are your thoughts on letting it flow, letting it go?
I agree 100%. And another way of looking at things as well is like the Garth Brooks song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers. we may think we know what's good for us in this human form and what we really want, and but it may not be for our highest good. So we can put it out there, but we also have to accept if it's not in alignment with us as well.
Right.
So that's kind of hard for me, Teri. So maybe you got some insight on, putting it out there and then not receiving and then being like, what did I do wrong? But the universe might have said, nope, not for you. So that's what throws me off sometimes, but that's just me. Well, it's probably
I've been listening a lot lately to Napoleon Hill. Are you familiar with who he is?
not. I will be.
Napoleon Hill was a thought leader from the early 1900s. He wrote a book, I believe it was in 1921, called Think and Grow Rich. And rich is not necessarily about money. That's what everybody thinks when they hear the title of that book. Rich is all abundance in all ways, not just success and prosperity, but success in your life. And Napoleon Hill had all of these principles. What he did was he sat with the people that were really successful in that time. He worked with presidents. He worked with CEOs of corporations like Andrew Carnegie that was so successful. Everything he touched turned to gold. So Napoleon Hill developed all these thoughts and perspectives on what we can do to get into that mindset of prosperity and abundance. And the first thing he said was to define your purpose. That's the starting point of achieving anything. What's the purpose for what you're putting out there? Without purpose and a plan, we're just kind of like, okay, whatever the wind blows, wherever we're going. If you've ever do what I call follow the breadcrumbs, and it's like whatever catches your attention, there you go. You go down that road instead of sticking with your purpose that you have already defined as what you're trying to do with your life. So it's getting very clear with what you want and why do you want that? Sometimes we set an intention just thinking, oh, somebody else said that, so that must be a good intention to have, right? But why do you want it? And that's very important to look at your own life and say, this is the purpose. This is why I'm manifesting money or friends or relationships, whatever it might be. But just really define that very clearly and then align with other people that are of the same mindset. When you really have other people involved with helping you manifest what it is you want to bring in, it expands that energy. That's why there were things that came up like the power of 8, where 8 people every week gathered together to help each other. There are mastermind groups and classes and all kinds of energy from that spun off from that movement. And Napoleon Hill was that original creator of getting in alignment with people of like minds. And that's what we do every morning here, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah. We come in and we just love on each other. We listen to each other. We lift up burdens. We celebrate the wins. And that is a mastermind alliance. That's what we do. And that's why this group is so powerful, because we help each other. We don't come in, maybe we come in for a selfish reason of saying, oh, I want to see who's on. I want to say hello. I want to be with my family. But when we come in, we bring our hearts. And that's what we share, is the hearts and helping each other. So we're going to remember this week what? Defining our purpose.
Sorry.
Why? That's okay. Why are we Why are we wanting to manifest? What we state is our intention. So get that very clear in your head. Know that all of us here together are bonding together to help you manifest it. And then add in that little ingredient that is so important, the faith. There's 3 parts to The Secret. If you've ever heard of the law of attraction and the book and the movie, The Secret, the first one is to ask. That's defining whatever you want to manifest. Ask for it. Second part is believing. You ask and then you believe, and that's the faith part. That's putting it out there, dropping the oars in the boat. That's the faith. And then receive. Ask, believe, receive. As our Marietta says, when we trust that everything is working perfectly, it's easier to let it go and let it flow and get into the AAA, accept, align, allow.
Yep. And Jean says, God always answers our prayers, but sometimes the answer is no.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's not for our best and highest good to have what we ask for. We may think that that's something that's good for us, but the divine plan was something else. So yeah, it can go in a direction that we didn't expect. And that's a part of it too, is letting go of that expectation. Just say, okay, this is what I'm putting out as an intention. And when we really look at the purpose for that intention, we'll know. Stacy, have you ever asked for something or wanted something, but inside it was like,
Yes.
that may not be the right thing?
Yes, a lot of
Yeah, we intuitively know. That's our subconscious that knows and is connected with our higher self, which is guiding us and telling us, that really wouldn't be good for you right now. So yeah, letting it go. That's important.
I saw Jules said Rich Dad Poor Dad author, and I do have that book, so I am familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really good book.
It's like the Bible that people use for manifesting. I mean, people like Tony Robbins, some of the big thought leaders of our time, that's where they got started, was from the principles in that book and following those principles. And they will all tell you, if you follow the principles in that book, you will be successful of whatever it is that you're putting your mind to. It works. And that's why I wanted to bring it up and share with you all. And if you're not familiar with Napoleon Hill, I encourage you to listen to him. YouTube has many, many videos in his own words where it was recorded as he spoke. And you really get the energy if you listen to him saying it, because he was so passionate about what he was teaching. And that's a secret ingredient as well. If there's something that your heart is set on and you want that, be passionate about it. Don't be just like, I might want that. No, put your heart into it and really ask for what it is that you're passionate about. Your passion is your purpose. So when you know that something really is exciting to you, that's part of your purpose. So go with it. Go with the flow.
Feel it in.
Oh, yeah. I love that, Marietta. My best intention is always to align my mind with the mind of the divine.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
that is a really good one.
Leo says, letting go and being in the flow is the only choice we really have. There's no use in swimming against the current. It's always a lesson of trust in. Yes.
Yeah, trusting, absolutely. I'm not a great swimmer, so I don't swim in the ocean. But if I did, the best thing that you can do is not to resist, not to fight against the current. We have something in Florida called the rip current. And if you've ever been caught in that, it's scary as heck. And what most people do is try to fight it. Right, Stacy? You're familiar with it too, aren't you?
Yes. You just got to go with it.
You have to go with the flow. You have to just relax, release the control, and just let it take you until you are out of that current and you can then get your way back to the beach. My sister's daughter, her best friend came with her one time to visit us as they were on vacation. So they're from Kentucky and they came into Florida, and her friend got caught in the rip current, and my sister was freaking out. I mean, she had to be rescued. They had to send out the lifeguards to go get her. But my friend was freaking out, and she's like, oh, I was just seeing myself having to tell her dad we lost her. Because it's scary. It really is scary to get caught in that. I've been caught in that rip current before. And the only thing you can do is just relax. Just let it go and let the energy take you. And it's the same thing with setting our intention and putting it out there. If we're fighting the current. We're not going to get very far. We're just going to exhaust ourselves, because that's what happens. That's why people drown in that rip current. They fight and fight and fight till they can't fight anymore, and then they just drown. So we don't want any drowners in here. We want people that can just know the secret of relaxing and letting go after you put your intention out there, and let that current just take it. Let it just fly it off to the universe and bring it back to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Pat Moss, I'm letting go of the negative blocks inside of me. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a block.
Mm-hmm.
And just envision it as like a cement block that's holding you down. That's what negativity does.
Yeah, negativity, fear, all of that just holds you back. Will says, I have been down about my house, not being able to get my children's father to finish my decorating, but I'm now intent to stay positive about it.
There you go. Release that block, right? That negative block. We all have them. That's our human part of us. And we're living in a human body right now. So just being aware that those things that we hold on to so tightly, that's like you fighting against that current. It's not going to work out well. Suzanne said that was the first thing we learned when we lived in Florida. Yeah, if you get in that current that's just dragging you, let go, and let it flow, let it take you where you're safe and where everything is working perfectly, like our Marietta says. Awesome. I'm looking at the time. Oh my gosh, Stacy, how did we get here?
I can't see the time.
It's 8:45. Wow.
That
I
was-
know, right? It's like, I feel like we just started talking.
It's an exciting conversation.
No, I love manifesting Mondays. I love the excitement. I love feeling the energy of everyone. It's like light bulbs going on, right? When you're getting into a conversation about how to manifest, it's exciting. So let's manifest the prayer requests for today. Let's get those into the comments. Anybody that has anything going on with you, with your loved ones, with the part of the world that you live in. I know there's a lot of things right now on Mother Earth that we can certainly lift up in prayer. So, Stacy, I think you may have some to share.
Yes, I'd like to put my son in the prayer request. He got a letter back from the cardiologist saying to call the doctor today for, I don't know why, so I'm staying positive. I'd like to put my Haiti into our prayers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bless those people. Just a P family, Mother Earth, my husband who hasn't been feeling well, Linda's husband, just everybody.
Yes.
Group hug.
Yes, let's definitely remember our Linda Lemieux and her husband, Dick, who will be undergoing some surgery this morning. And it will happen in less than an hour. So let's all really bond together and lift him up for that, and keep Linda in our hearts, because I know it's so hard to watch a loved one go through something like that. And there's all the unknown once they go under anesthesia. So lifting both of them up today and their children. You know, they've got 2 sons, so I know they're probably anxious as well about what's going to happen. Please continue to lift up my brothers and my sisters and have them have their very best experience that they can have today. And Leo brought up something that I was going to bring up for peace in Afghanistan. It's such a terrible situation there right now. He says, may the people there be guided to their safety, and pray for our troops that are over there. We've deployed some of our military to go help out, to get people out and get them to safety. So let's pray that all of them stay safe as they're over there and come back to their families and their loved ones.
And they were speaking about the women in Afghanistan and how some of them haven't had to deal with the things that are happening now. And you know, they were on a set for freedom, and now it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. Deirdre says, continue prayers for Joni, Danya, Teri and her family, our Angelic River family and families, Gaia and world peace, and yes, Linda and Dick too. Thank you, Deirdre.
And Hope says, yesterday I was looking at booking myself a salt cave experience after yours, Teri. Then today, up pops free first session. What a Monday.
Look at what you manifested already, Hope. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Rick says, prayers for all our P's and their families.
Yes, absolutely. Grace Isis says, all the prayers in the prayer circle to receive the energy and vibration.
Yes. Suzanne, please pray for my whole family, especially myself, that I find the perfect job. My daughters and my granddaughter, Jessa. Prayers for our family here, Gaia, peace on earth, love and compassion. We certainly will, Suzanne.
And Jules, please could you pray for me to get a suitable job to work around my caring responsibilities? Yes.
Yes, yes. Luz, prayers for my friend's son-in-law. He is finally home, but still has a long way to go. Peace for all over the world. Yes, indeed.
Joanne says, prayers for my daughter, Jackie, who is still very sick with COVID, hoping for her recovery.
Yes, Jackie is a young mother, so let's lift her up for that energy that she needs to recover. And Jean, let's hold up Linda and her husband. Yes, yes. All right, so let's envision all of these prayers, every person that was mentioned, everyone that maybe you're holding in your heart, but you didn't bring that up. Let's just put that all in a circle and see everyone there connected, either holding hands or you have your arm around them. Just see that string of love going around each one. And let's take a deep breath into our heart center and let that breath connect you with your higher self. And just feel the love. I feel Kuan Yin right now, coming in to fill every heart totally full of love, compassion, wanting the very best experience, whatever that looks like. It's not our expectation. It's just asking for the divine plan to take place with every prayer that was put forward. And let's breathe out love over each one that was mentioned, over each one that's still being held inside of you. Now breathe in again. And this time, let's go into our hearts where we're holding our desires, those rockets of desire that we want to put out to manifest. And just really see the purpose of what you want. Have it very clear in your mind. What's the purpose for manifesting what you've said that you want to manifest? And now with the out breath, I want you to really breathe it out, breathe it hard out, and shoot that rocket out from you. You want it to go out of your energy field. It's filled with love. It's filled with support from everyone here that's gathering together, that's like-minded. We all want the success of each other's rockets to go up, 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 up to a higher plane, as Marietta says, and see all of those rockets shooting together up to the universe. And let them go. Don't keep watching for when it's going to come back down or which direction it's going in, or if yours is going slower than someone else's. Just let it go. Know that it is in perfect divine plan for it to reach its destination for whatever you desire, whatever that looks like. And as we discussed, some of those things may not be for the best and highest good. So go back into your heart now, breathe in there, and ask yourself, is this for my best and highest good for me to receive this? Your heart will never lie to you. It will always tell you the truth. So if you threw up a rocket of desire and you get an intuitive hit that, yes, this would be perfect. This would fall in alignment with who I am, with where my purpose is taking me in life, then just smile and say thank you. Giving gratitude ahead of receiving the evidence of what you're asking for is one of the best ways to let go. Envision it like you already have it and say, thank you, universe. Thank you, creator. Thank you to everyone who gathered together with you to set that intention. Then just believe, have faith, belief, and trust that it's coming your way. And when you see the evidence of it, then let that be a confirmation that, yes, that was for your best and highest good. That's something that you can be excited about because you're fulfilling your purpose. So let's breathe in again, and let's give that gratitude and that love to each other. Everyone that's gathered together here, everyone that's wrapping arms around each other in this beautiful alliance of our energy, getting perfectly in alignment with each other to hold each other up and to be happy when somebody manifests their desire. That's another part of it. It's not a competition. There is no comparison of your desires with somebody else's desires. But when you can be happy that somebody achieved something or somebody received what they put out there to receive, then you're well on your way to manifesting more in your own life because you don't have that energy of competition. It's not a competition. Just like life is not a destination to be reached, it's the journey to be enjoyed. So let's do our heart telephone. Stacy, will you count with me?
I will. I'm ready.
3,
2,
2, 1. Thank you.
I
love you. Thank you, everyone, for coming in today for Manifesting Monday. So much love to every one of you. And thank you for your prayers of holding up those that you care about. And I'm reading some that we didn't get to before the prayer time, but just know that our hearts are with you or in alignment with all of those prayers that you lifted up. Stacy, any last words before we play our song to get us out of here?
I just wanted to say I love all of you and you, Teri, and thank you for having me. And I can't wait to come back on and let's manifest, everybody.
Yes, yes, let's do that. It is a beautiful day.
It is. Yes.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins.
It's a beautiful day. It certainly is. And you were so beautiful this morning, all of you coming in here. Oh, thank you, Jules. We play this every morning. We do this every morning. So we hope you'll come back and be with us. Luz is dancing.
Forget to rush you in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back.
Hope is dancing. And I think if Zena were hearing this, he'd be dancing too.
We got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a
Beautiful day. And Stacy, you made it even more beautiful. Thank you for being here with me this morning. I so enjoyed having you as co-host. Hey. So we're going to leave you all with namaste, y'all. Everybody, we'll see you tomorrow.